Okay guys, this is Aria and she's going to show you the house that we're in right now. So Aria, what would you like to show them first?
This pineapple.
That's a real pineapple just literally growing right here on her dock. Very cool. What else you got, Aria?
This net thing that you could just hop on and look at the fish down there.
Yeah, you love that thing. You've got on that more than anybody else. Why do you like it so much?
I like it because it's uncomfortable. And I can watch the fish.
Cool. All right. Show us the rest of the house.
So there's plants here, and here there was this like spider bee, and he went inside one of these holes, and he kills really big bugs.
Uh-huh.
And yeah.
I'm gonna turn my camera sideways. Okay, what's next?
This nice, comfy, relaxing chair. So sometimes it's warm, so when you come out of the pool, you can just relax here.
Very nice. You call it a pool, don't you? Even though it's the ocean.
Yeah, I call it a pool.
It is kind of like a pool. Look at the colors. It's always changing colors. Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's green, sometimes it just looks clear.
And there was a rainbow today over there.
There was a rainbow?
Yeah.
Very cool. So here's clouds in the distant mountains. All right, back to the house. What else we got?
These stairs. And there used to be a hammock here, but my mom stole it as a blanket.
Stole it as a blanket, okay.
There's a plant there, and it's a nice couch that Daddy sleeps on.
Yeah, I slept on this last night because it's the coolest spot. We've got the wind breeze coming in from the ocean. So I couldn't sleep in the house with the rest of the family because it's too hot for me. Look, wait, what's this hole in the floor? Watch out! What's going on? How did you do that?
Because it's glass.
So we have a little glass aquarium looking thing for our floor. All right. Here's the kitchen. All right.
No!
And
Hey, we never showed them this part.
oh yeah, this is very cool. Outside dining area, right? Your favorite spot. Yep.
No, this is Mommy's favorite.
Oh, that's Mommy's favorite.
She brings it down there to relax.
All right. All right, let's show them your bedrooms. There's
Okay.
the living area inside,
And there's no mattress.
which I stole the mattress from. Okay. Bathroom.
This.
There's Rai Rai
Hello.
playing Risk on his phone.
And this is my bed. That's Ryland's bed.
Yeah, so we got these mosquito nets. Yeah, so we can open the windows here and let the air in at night. Right? And our bedroom is back here. So there's two bathrooms. 1, 2, and then here's our bedroom here.
Hello.
Yeah.
And
Great.
you guys get a really nice view here.
Yeah.
You can
There's
just
the,
look at the boats. We're going on those.
yeah, we're
later
gonna
today.
go on the kayaks later today. Okay, so now I'm gonna take back to the outdoor dining, take you back to the outdoor dining table, and I'm gonna interview the family about Bocas del Toro. Here we come. Come on, Rylan.
Okay. There, you can edit that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Mommy, come on. We're doing the question things.
Okay, so we have a nice breeze blowing on us from the ocean, and we wanted to tell you guys some reasons why some people might want to move to Bocas del Toro, and other reasons why maybe not. Okay, so can you guys tell me some reasons why you think people would want to move here?
Because it's nice and warm, and it's really nice, and you can go on boat rides and go in the water because the water's really nice.
Yeah. What do you mean nice? Is it good temperature?
Yeah.
Is it hot or cold?
It's sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm, and it's never too hot.
Never too cold, never too hot.
Just right.
Right. Okay, some other reasons. Rylan, can you think of any reasons to move to Bocas del Toro?
Well, the water's clear, so you can see a bunch of fish. And it's just like all of Panama. It's kind of poor, so you could afford things here.
Yeah.
And I really love swimming in the water.
Okay. Love the swim, love the clear water, looking at the fish. How about you?
Well, it's a very different culture from what we're used to in the United States. So there's a lot of, it's just very colorful and interesting interesting animals and sounds everywhere. Fresh seafood here. There's tons of boats everywhere and really affordable. So, lots of beaches. So we're going to go to the beach this afternoon. So we'll find out what that's like.
So the reason I thought I wouldn't want to live here is because it's too humid and hot. But we had to come here and check it out anyway because of how beautiful it is. And I thought Larissa would be really enjoying the warmer weather, but to my surprise, she was actually a little bit too hot.
It's
A little
really
too hot. So it was like, at one point it was 72 degrees, but it still felt, now she was comfortable, but it was still felt a little muggy, just a little uncomfortable. So in this house, there's no AC. With these houses that are powered by solar, they don't have that kind of power. Possibly you could set that up, I don't know. All we know is this house. So without the AC, it almost feels like we're camping, and it feels like we're getting beat up a little bit, like you would on a camping trip. We're getting weathered. Ryland's got a little bit of.
How many bug bites do you have?
37.
Yeah.
37 bug bites.
36. I don't know why they're all going for Ryland. We all have like 1 or 2. Ryland's got 37.
I have a lot on my leg.
Yeah. So they just started getting us. There's large portions of the day where there's no bugs, and then certain times of day they come out and I think there's these little no-see-ums that we can't see that's what's getting the kids. So reasons, we went and looked at the school yesterday, and international school, yeah, not the public school necessarily. That's all we had time for. And they had just moved the school, so they didn't have the building set up, and they said, the parents are gonna basically renovate this place within 3 months when we open. And I think honestly that seems to be a little optimistic, maybe a little too optimistic. What did you guys think of the school yesterday, kids?
I hated it.
You hated it?
It's too cramped.
Yeah, it's really small rooms.
I kind of like it. The 3rd grade room was the best room, and I'm going into 3rd grade. And this is not about the school, but it's about nighttime. Last night, there was like these little sparkly things in the water when we went in, and they're really rare. Like, Bad Daddy here said they're like in like a couple parts of the world.
It's bioluminescence in the water.
And they're just right under our house.
These little microorganisms that glow,
And
these
sparks.
blue, they look like sparks under the water. So we were just really lucky to discover it because we didn't know about it. And apparently they take people on boat tours here to find them and go out. They weren't like, I think some of the boat tours, they're really, really bright, luminescent, like with maybe a full moon. So we just got the little sparks, but I tried to film it, but it just looked dark, so it wouldn't film it. But I'm not crazy. My whole family saw them, saw these I was glowing like a blue angel.
Yeah, you just.
Okay, so reasons not to move to Bocas del Toro. Who wants to go first? Yes?
Because there's like so many bugs, and I had a dream last night of 100 like bugs in Panama, and so there's so many bugs, and they could bite you and make you sick. And the water, if you have like any bug bites or like a rash or something, when you go in, it like burns it, and it burns your eyes.
Yeah.
And then the water tastes disgusting.
I think the water here is extra salty, and that's why we can float so easily. I don't know. There's salt mines in Panama, but no one's ever said, oh, well, in Bocas del Toro, you float like you're in this salt, what is that sea in Israel?
The Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea. I feel like that, but anyway, other reasons not to move here?
Well, it seems like, and it's really hard to give, I feel like it's not fair for us to give an opinion after only 2 days here. We haven't seen the whole town, we haven't seen all the beaches. But the first impression is that it's, I think more of the wealthy people live out on the water, and the town seems really poor and run down. And it seems like it's a very transient place. There's a lot of visitors that come in and out. So yeah, I think if you were comfortable with that kind of environment, you would like it. But if not, we didn't see a whole lot of kids in the town. And it just, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable with the kids just biking and and walking around town by themselves. So, yeah, I think that's my first impression.
Yeah, it didn't seem particularly dangerous, but on the other hand, I don't know, the whole family-friendly vibe we got from the internet with Panama, I didn't feel it here. And the heat for me is so oppressive, like the humidity. I would just have to be in the water all day long to cool off, which is nice when you're in the water. But honestly, like when evening comes, it's amazing. Like the temperature's perfect. The middle of the day is a little hard, so I'd have to have some serious AC to live here.
There's also not, it's hard to find fresh fruits and vegetables, and
Right.
even coffee, which I was expecting a lot of coffee coming to Panama, but it's all imported imported from the mainland over
Yeah.
there. So it's more expensive, it's harder to find.
Yeah.
And those are some of the things that I know I was excited about.
Yeah,
moving
so
to
the
Panama.
food's not cheap here because it's imported over here to the island. I was also, I went back to get some fruit, left the family at the dock, and then this guy who didn't say anything to me when the family was with me, when I came back, he was standing right at the doorway of the market and asked me if I wanted to buy some pot or some Coke. So that was unexpected to I've had drug dealers try to sell me things in the States, but they were never that brazen, like literally saying pot and Coke. That's what he wanted to sell me. So by the way, I said no. I didn't get any of that.
Well done.
Thank you. Okay, anything else, guys?
I hate the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of sea urchins in the water.
Sidewalks.
And I hate the sidewalks because no
yeah.
one ever takes care of them. So I slipped and fell, and I got a bunch of cuts on my leg.
Yeah. Yeah, the infrastructure is not too great here, so there's lots of spots to trip and fall on something, and Rylan, of course, scraped up his leg yesterday while we were walking through the town. So that's kind of our experience of our first full day here. You got the video from yesterday of some of the good spots. Rylan's had lots of ups and downs. He had some times where he was like, this is the first time I've been this happy in a while, like really loving it and enjoying the water, and other times when he's not feeling too good, mostly just because of the bug bites or, getting hurt. So we'll see how this adventure continues, and thanks for watching.
Wait, I have another
okay.
Another thing about the sea.
Yes.
I have two things to say. So this morning I saw something really big in the water in the backyard, and it was underwater so no one could see it, but there was bubbles where it was going.
So how do you know it was big if all you saw was bubbles?
The bubbles were really spread out.
Ah, okay.
And the next thing is we saw more than 2 billion things called sardines.
Sardines.
Moving in the water, and a whole school of them just jumps up and down. And they get super scared, but when we go near them, they can swim really fast. And Rylan did what? Cannonball. Yeah, a cannonball into them, and they all got away, but then they came right back.
Yeah.
They're not too afraid of us.
Yeah, the fish under the water are amazing here, and we feel like this is the kind of place you'd want to come to spend go camping for a week or two out here on the water. Amazing, it would be amazing family vacation. If we lived somewhere else, we might want to consider coming here once or twice a year, knowing we could go back to the comforts of a more, just an easier climate, temperature. But it would be worth it coming here even with the temperature because of how beautiful and amazing it is. So that's a 10-minute video. So we're gonna cut it off here, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
So I wanted to say a little bit more about the international school that we visited, Tangerine International, and it's run by Dalmira. And we visited it. We were able to just visit her on the fly. We happened to be walking right past the school on the way back to the dock. And it was culture shock for the kids. So they weren't very impressed because they newly moved into a new building that needs a lot of work. and didn't have air conditioning yet, but they're planning on putting air conditioning in there for the kids. And what I loved about it is that it's very international. The kids are from all over the world, and it's kind of a small family environment. There's only like 9 or 10 kids per class, and they teach both Spanish and English. And I just loved the idea of that school and the vision that she has for it. Eventually being able to be affordable and have scholarships for Panamanian students as well. And it kind of reminded me of the Montessori school that our kids came from. Just the style of learning is very hands-on, very personal. So I just wanted to be fair about that. The kids were, it's definitely like much more run down than the school that they came from, but it also is just very kind of Panamanian style, which I really loved, like just the building, and I loved the different cultural feel. It was surrounded by a really nice concrete fence sort of right there in the town. So anyway, I just wanted to be fair about that school.
I was sweating beads in that school because there's no AC yet, but she said every room will have AC, and I can see them putting those up in every room. The other thing is that the Spanish-speaking school, the public school in the area, is they make you wear uniforms, and it's very structured from what this lady at the international school said. Whereas at her school, they only have to wear uniforms that have shorts instead of pants. So they still wear uniforms, but she said they're not as structured. And obviously they would only speak Spanish in the public school, so that would be, she said that the education's also a little less advanced than what they would be doing at the international school.
Yeah, and she's an American citizen and a Panamanian citizen, so she has been in both places, educated in the States, so I think she has a real good handle on both cultures and how to sort of transition kids from all over the world and having them incorporate into the Panamanian culture as well, so I like that.
Okay, so there's your little update on the school. Thanks.
All right.